Detroit, and good morning, USA. We are delighted to be here for the first Black Health Matters Summit of the year. And it is fitting that we kick off by talking about exercise and the benefits of exercise. Let me give you a few facts as reported by blackhealthmatters.com. People who engage in 150 minutes a week of moderate intensity exercise had a 14% lower risk of heart disease in comparison to inactive adults. Hike it up to 300 minutes a week, and the risk drops even further. Black Health Matters also reported that regular exercise can benefit the recovery of Black cancer survivors, but most don't get the recommended amount of activity, according to a recent study. We know that for many, many reasons, we all tend to put off exercising. It could be our hair, we've got childcare issues, we may not feel like it, the weather may not be appropriate. We always have these reasons, but it's so true, based on science, in fact, that exercise is a prescription for longevity. John Houston Smith, owner of GrindTime Fitness, understands this completely. John, good morning to you.
Good morning, Miss Roslyn. How are you?
Good, good. I mean, we were just saying people often just don't want to exercise. Let me just read a little bit about John's bio, and he has so many ways that he works within the community to ensure their success. John launched Grind Time Fitness and is responsible for over 20,000 pounds of weight loss over the last 6 years. He started a gym that provides unlimited training at a low cost, customized meal plans, and even a staff chef to help with meal prep for his members. The gym is also equipped with a tutoring center for children to do their homework while parents work out, and a theater to entertain them after homework. John, how did you think of all of this?
I try to think of ways to enhance an experience by looking at the market and seeing what's not being offered. I look at the excuses that people have and the reason that they can't work out. And one of the reasons that I was seeing mostly being that people couldn't find people to watch the children, especially after work as people get off work. So I said, you know what? Let's build a tutoring center. But I've been a kid before, as many of us have, and just having a tutoring center isn't fun. So we coupled it with a theater on the other side of it to kind of offer an incentive for the child to, as they finish their homework, the tutor checks it.
Mm.
And after the tutor has checked that homework, they can go to the other side and they're allowed in to the theater, and it's done with theater surround sound. So when Black Panther is on, it's on, you know, and the kids love it, and it makes it fun for both the parent and the child. And in turn, we've had a lot of children look forward to the experience, and that makes their parents kind of show up to work out. So, we just try
Great
to,
idea.
answer any questions and, provide a remedy for every excuse.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to turn it over to you, John. We're looking forward to hearing what you have to say and to seeing the workout.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Roslyn.
All right, but now before we start, our producer is flagging. We
People can't join for 10:15.
okay. So what we're having is at 10:15, folks will be able to join. So we have about a few more minutes. So again, how long have you had your Grind Time Fitness studio?
I've been in business for 6 years. I started outside in the park, and I started with one person,
Uh-huh.
and that one person turned into three people turned into seven, seven turned into 12, into 21. And then I stopped and I paused and I said, okay, what is this? So I prayed about a little bit, and saved up an amount of $12,000 and just tried. I had a little small storefront, about 1,400 square feet, and it just blew up over time. And we expanded every year. And now we're in a 7,000 square foot facility equipped with indoor track,
Wow.
locker room facilities. Let's see, the tutoring center, the theater, recording studio. Now we just built a kitchen as we do a virtual cooking show,
Oh my
because we
goodness.
try to adapt to everything. And now with us, being on a screen, I wanted to enhance the experience even more. So I have my chefs come in, and once a week we do live cooking shows, but we teach how to cook, more than just chicken breast and broccoli. I taught the members how to cook fries, but we made it out of zucchini, squash, and sweet potato. And my chef came in and showed us how to do it. It was just phenomenal. It was just
Excellent,
phenomenal.
excellent. All right, well, we're going to kick off and talk to you a little bit more. Um, I'm going to have the pleasure now of introducing John Houston Smith, owner of GrindTime Fitness. John launched GrindTime Fitness, GrindTime Fitness, and is responsible for over 20,000 pounds of weight loss over the last 6 years. He started a gym that provides unlimited training at a low cost, customized meals plans, and even a staff chef to help with meal prep for his members. This gym is also equipped with a tutoring center for children to do homework while the parents work out and a theater to entertain them after they do their homework. And now I have the pleasure of having you experience John Houston Smith. Take it away, John.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Roslyn. Okay, guys, let's get started. So, first of all, hello, America. I'm going to be making you sore for the rest of the weekend. So, I apologize in advance, but this is the good thing. When we look at the scope of becoming well and chasing wellness, I think a lot of us have anxiety about getting a trainer or going to a gym because we automatically think that the trainer is going to make us do something that we can't do. So, we've changed the scope of our training here. Okay. And this is what I mean. If I asked you guys to do 500 push-ups, which is well in the scope of what I can do, most of you guys may not want to do that. And you might have some concern as to whether you're physically capable to do so. So we've changed it totally. Today, you're going to be challenged, but you're not going to be challenged based off of what I want you to do from my standard. I want you to create your own. This is what you have to do. I'm gonna have you set up your workout sheet, and this is how I do it with my virtual members. When we are virtual, we have to understand that because I can't see everyone, I don't see strength levels, I don't see physical challenges, I don't see back problems, I don't see knee issues, I don't see that there's a person who's a senior citizen working out for the first time in a long time. I don't see that there's a person who's had, a surgery on their shoulder. So what I do is I allow you guys to create your own workout sheet, and all you're trying to do is outdo yourself. Did you hear what I said? Your only competition is you, no one else. So this is how you do it. This is the Black Health Matters workout sheet, and I created it this way because I want you to be able to work out on your own even after today. So this is something that you can replicate tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. Simply put, I want you to write jumping jacks at the top of your workout sheet. At the top of your workout sheet, just write jumping jacks, okay? And then you're gonna write set number 1. Okay, so again, write jumping jacks, and then you're gonna do set number 1. Then you're gonna write set number 2, and then finally set number 3. Check this out. I'm gonna set the clock for a minute. All right, I got my timer to my left. Now, when I say go, you're gonna do as many jumping jacks as you can. All right, don't worry about how many I'm doing. I will keep you abreast of how many I was able to do. And I don't want you to feel the pressure to do how many I am able to do. I want you to do what you can. All right, so we're gonna get started, and we're gonna do them for 1 minute, and we're gonna rest for 30 seconds. And then we're gonna do our second set, and then we're gonna rest for 30 seconds. And then finally, we're gonna finish off with the third set, and then we're gonna add up the numbers. It's gonna be really, really fun, and you're gonna really, really enjoy this workout. Make sure you have that pen and paper handy. If you don't have it just yet, I'm gonna give you a couple seconds to go grab it, and we'll get started. So jumping jacks are very, very simple. The traditional, jumping jacks exercise. But some of you guys may have a foot issue. Some of you may have plantar fasciitis, ankle issues, back issues. So if you need to modify, all you do, run in place and move your arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Don't feel the pressure to do what I do, okay? I just want you to do your best. All right, let's get started. Ready, set,
I see
let's go. I'm at 50. We got 20 seconds to go. $79, time. All right, so what you're gonna do is you write 79 or however many you did, you write that number for set 1. Now what we're gonna do, I need you to try to outdo the number that you just did. We're resting for 30 seconds right now, okay? So for instance, I did 79 just now. So my second set, I'm gonna try to do at least 80, all right? Fitness and becoming well, you don't have to look at everybody else. That's another reason why people don't get to their goal, because they're too busy comparing themselves to everybody else. Compare yourself to yourself. You hear me? All right, round 2. Ready, set, let's go. I'm at 40, let's go. Time. Woo. 90 that time. See, the whole point of this workout is for you to make sure that you understand that you don't have to look to anybody else. All you got to do is see yourself. At the end of the day, when you don't work out and you don't stay focused in your goals, you're not letting nobody down but yourself. See? So you change the scope of your perspective as it pertains to working out. Now, I may have done 90. You might have done 30, but you did your best, and so did I. And that's all I'm trying to tell you. Don't worry about what I'm doing. You know? Here we go. Round 3. Ready? Set. Let's go. Man, 80, we got 10 seconds. 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 97, time. All right, this is the fun part, y'all. I want you to add up how many reps you did total in those 3 sets. All right, and then we're gonna sit down, we're gonna talk about it for a second. Add those numbers up. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So check it out. So my first set was 79. My second set was 90. And my third set was 97. Okay. Now, if you were able to do more each set, then mission accomplished. Okay. Now check this out. Total, I did 266 jumping jacks in those 3 minutes. And again, guys, no matter how many you did, if you did your best, then your body is going to reward you for it. Our bodies are adaptive and reactive, and they react based off of what they've adapted to. For instance, my parents lived in Detroit for 20 years, so they were used to this cold weather climate. Then my dad is a pastor, and he took a job at a church in Las Vegas, Nevada. So moving out there with him and my mom, they've been out there for about 14 years. So now their bodies have adapted to that hot weather climate. So as a product, when they come back to Detroit, it's a total different type of cold. Even though they were here for 20 years, their bodies have changed. You can look at it for people who start working out. When we first start working out, we are not as good as we will be. But you don't get better from things you think about doing, only from things that you actually do. You have to be consistent. And I like doing it this way because you don't have to build up an anxiety about, oh my God, I'm gonna walk in the gym and he's gonna make me do 250 of this or 500 of this. No. All you're doing is your best, because at the end of the day, that's all you can do. You're not overworked, you're not overwhelmed. And then in that same breath, nobody's under challenged. Because if I say, let's do 100 jumping jacks, but I have a college athlete that can come in here and do 200 like with no problem, then he or she is going to be under challenged. So this method, guys, will provide us a way to do our best and to chase wellness on our levels of strength and in our own way. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is jump squats. Okay. Now, if you can't do jump squats because of a knee issue, you can do regular squats, and you just go as low as your body will allow. All right. Looks like this. A traditional jump squat, you just squat and jump. Squat and jump. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Those of you who have knee issues, all right, no problem. You just squat as low as your body will allow. Do your best. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to do it the same way. Now you got the hang of it. We got set 1, set 2, and set 3. Okay? Ready? Set. Let's go. Five seconds. Time. That was 64 for me. 30 seconds of rest. And then we're going into round 2. Make sure you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Do your best. Ten seconds left to go on this break. All right, ready? I'll do that number. Let's go. Go. It's 30. 30 seconds. 15 seconds. At 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 65. 5 seconds. 6, 7. Time. And here's the good part. My first set, I did 64. And that 64 kicked my butt. So to come back 30 seconds later and challenge myself to just do 3 more reps than the previous set, it requires a lot. It requires not just your physical, but your mental and emotional side to line up too. You know, it hurts. I'm tired, but it's not about what I feel like doing. It's about what I know I have to do. You got to get out your feelings. You got to know when to put your emotions to sleep and let your mentality take over. You know, here we go. Ready, set, let's go. 10. 20. 30. 40. Come on, John. 50. We got 20 seconds to go. 6, 6, 68, 69. Time. All right. Add those numbers up, and then we're going to talk about it. I know you're tired, because I'm tired, but that's the whole point. I'm tired on my level. And if you're doing this at your best, then you're tired on yours. Beautiful. All right, let's talk about it. So my first set was 64. My second set was 67. And my final set was 69 for a total of 200. 200 jump squats in just 3 minutes. And again, y'all, maybe you did 100. Maybe you did 80 total. But if you did your absolute best, then your body will reward you right from there. You know, a big problem that I see when people decide to go after wellness, go after their health goals or whatever, they start with the end in mind and they only see the end goal. And then it gives them anxiety because sometimes we see how high that mountain that is going to be that we got to climb. Yo, I don't care how big your mountain is. If you got a 50-pound mountain, a 20-pound mountain, a 30-pound mountain, or even a 100-pound mountain, it can only be achieved one step at a time, one day at a time. Impatience is a product of us losing focus. And it's hard to focus on the next task, the next thing, the next day, when we're constantly looking at how far we got to go. Well, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it there because I only did 60 squats today. I don't even know if I'm gonna ever be able to. That's not the way to look at it. Let me tell you what we're gonna do. I want you to keep these numbers today. If you don't have a gym, if you don't have a trainer, you can be your own trainer. And this is how you do it. Next week, you come back and you do all of these numbers that we're doing today. But just like you're trying to get better each set, next week, you try to outdo what you did today. Okay? This can be replicated for weeks at a time. And your body, again, guys, is adaptive and reactive. It will react based off of what it's adapted to. Our bodies are always trying to get used to whatever we're doing to them consistently. And that, most times, guys, is the biggest hurdle that we have to jump over. We have to get over not feeling like it. Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings and tap in mentally to what you know you have to do. And you do this thing day by day by day by day. John C. Maxwell is one of my favorite authors. And he talks about the consistency rule. And he explains it like this. If I want to chop down a tree, I walk outside and I take an axe, right? And I just swing this axe at this tree 5 times, hit it in the same spot, and I drop the axe and then walk in the house. Then I come back the next day, pick that axe up again, hit that tree in the same spot, drop the axe, walk in the house. Come back out the next day, pick that axe up again, hit the tree in the same spot, just 5 times. Eventually, by law of consistency, the tree is gonna fall down. Even if I'm only hitting it 5 times, I'm hitting it in the same spot and I'm picking up my axe every single day. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't worry about where you aren't yet. Work on the level that you are able to work on right now, and then just do your best every single day. Every single day, no matter what happened at work, pick your axe up. No matter what happens in your relationships, pick your axe up. You got some bad news over here, pick your axe up. You got unexpected bills you got to pay, oh well. Walk outside, pick your axe up, and swing at it. And you can apply that principle not just to your body, but your money, your marriage, your mental discipline, everything. You don't have to do the whole thing in one day because it can't be done. You pick the axe up and you do your absolute best, but you gotta hit the tree in the same spot. That's the important part. You gotta hit that tree in the same spot no matter what, time after time. Because a lot of times people pick up the axe and now they're gonna try this diet for 2 days. Then they're gonna try this trainer for 2 weeks. Then we're gonna try this over here because this is the new thing. So we're gonna try this. And then we'll try this. And then all you have to show for your time is a scarred tree. So it's 2 growth factors that you must go by: consistency of habit and time. That's what it's gonna take for you to achieve anything worth anything. Consistency of habit and time. All right. I hope you enjoyed that break because it's time to get back to work. All right. These are Supermans. Supermans are very, very good. I love Supermans because they work the entire back of your body. And you can do these, if you're on vacation, you can do these on your hotel bed. You can do these in your bedroom. And it's very, very simple. You lay flat, arms are forward. Now, you're going to use your upper body to pull up like so. But then also, you're going to use your glutes and your hamstrings to pull up your lower half. Okay? I'm going to do it again. Don't worry. So you do this. Upper back flexes up. And then your glutes and hamstrings pull your lower half up. But you have to do it simultaneously. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? I'm going to give you a second to get acclimated to the movement. Again, arms are going to be all the way forward. Make sure you're breathing. Breathe in, blow out. You're going to feel this in your shoulders. You will feel it in your neck. You will feel it in your back. You will feel it in your glutes. You will feel it in your hamstrings, okay? And you will feel it in your soul because Supermans are no joke. All right, here we go. Set 1, ready, set, let's go. I'm at 60 so far. We got 20 seconds. 80. 5 seconds. Time. That was 86 for me. Rest for 30 seconds. Get your mind right. Remind yourself of why you're doing this. And while you're doing it, if you're dealing with some adversity, remind yourself of all of the adversity that you have survived up until this point. You survived 100% of your bad days. So what's 2-3 minutes of working out? Especially if the discomfort is going to yield growth, immerse yourself in the process. Round 2. Ready, set, let's go. Uh, 70. We got 15 seconds. 90. 2 seconds. Time. That was 92 for me. We got one more set, y'all. And then we're going to add it up. One more set. All right, last one. Ready, set, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Ah. 60. 80. 15 seconds, y'all. Let's go. 100. 3 seconds. Time. Yeah. All right. Let's add those numbers up. Let's add those numbers up. It's challenging, right? And the great thing about it is you're not challenging yourself based off of what I'm telling you to do. You challenging yourself based off of what you can do. You know, add those numbers up and then we're going to talk about it. Okay. I want to know how many you did. Okay. I just did 280 total Supermans in 3 minutes. Now, guys, don't think that this approach to working out has to only be done with the movements that we just did. You can do these with squats. You can do these with leg lifts. You can do this with push-ups. You can do this with curls. If you're advanced, you can do this with pull-ups. You can do this with dips. You can do this with running. You can do this with walking. You can do this with anything that you put your mind to, because at the end of the day, guys, you are your own competition. Never compare yourself to who someone else is today. Only compare yourself to who you were yesterday. The numbers that you have today, I want you to take those numbers and I want you to try to do this again next week at your own time. I know some of you guys might be sore. So go at your own pace. But when you do this again, I want you to do this with the goal in mind to outdo what you just did. Because at the end of the day, you are your own competition, nobody else. Never shy away from your weak areas. If you had a movement that you weren't so good at, maybe Supermans were good for you, but jump squats kind of kicked your butt. Maybe jump squats were okay, but the jumping jacks weren't your friend. Let me tell you something. Whenever your weak areas are exposed, don't run from them. Be grateful for them, because that gives you a chance to see growth in that area. People go through the cycles of failure, and this is what I call a cycle of failure. Anytime that you accept your weaknesses and you don't want to do anything about them. Listen to this. Listen to this. I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say I wasn't good at math. If you ask a person that wasn't good at math why they weren't good at math, it would sound like this. I don't do math. Why not? Because I wasn't good at math. I wasn't good at math because I could never do math. So as a product, I never did math, and I never liked math because I could never do math. So I never do math because I could never do it. And then I could never do it because I was never good at it. So every time I tried to do it and I couldn't do it, I just didn't want to do it. So I'm not good at math because I don't like math. And I don't like math because I wasn't good at math. And I wasn't good at math because every time I tried to do math, I wasn't good. So instead of me trying to do math, I just don't do math. So I don't like math. Now let me ask you a bigger question. What's your math? Is it working out? Is it consistency? Is it your financial health? Is it your mentality? Maybe you got somebody you need to forgive, and that's your weight. You get what I'm saying? It's bigger than just squats and jumping jacks. Becoming well is going to require us to do more than cardio. Think of wellness and health from an entire scope, mind, body, spirit. I hope y'all enjoyed today as much as I did. To Miss Rosalind, thank you guys for having me. I'm honored and privileged to have been a part of the Black Health Matters movement of 2021. I think this initiative is so needed, and I appreciate you guys for having me on. Be blessed, be safe, and take care.